Hello, this is Chaff Commander Coffee, back with another episode of Dominions4, Thrones of Ascension. We are in the fall of Year 5 of the Ascension Wars, and our preparations for further expansion continue. I may be able to finish all of Fall in this episode if I don't do anything crazy and don't ramble too much, so we may have a slightly more productive episode here. Get through a few more turns than normal. We've finished our research and enchantment. I'll start with that. We're now at enchantment 4. I think what I want to do now is keep boosting my blood magic. At the same time, I would like to get alteration. Just taking a look at alteration, the kind of spells my wizards can cast. I think I will get alteration 1 for aim. That will help my hero, and probably. I mean, technically, I could use my fire gems for this still gold. It's not a very good way to make gold without a alchemist god. There's a possibility. Now, Ice Shield wouldn't be too bad on all of my cold mages. We'll put 100 points into alteration. I want to get the aim spell at the very least. And I would like to get Phoenix Power, which is Conjuration 3. It would also give me access to the ability to summon elementals, lesser elementals, which is one way of me spending my gems. Alright, we're going to go for Conjuration 3 next. After Conjuration 3, I think I'll focus all of my research onto blood magic. Right, we've cast Harrispect. No more. We did find a magic site in Troia. We found the Mud Field, which produces 1 Earth Gem, which is good. I need more Earth Gems. I need as many Earth Gems as I can get right now. We didn't find any sites with bold blood, and we are starting to do blood hunt again. I'm going to have this mage just to research since the unrest has increased there. This mage was going towards gun range. I'm just going to, as I find units, I will just quickly move them around. I'm going to have a scout on the throne here. I want a scout on the throne. Right. We have Brightgate. Brightgate has too much unrest. I did move their patrolling commander back to go pick up some more men, just to make his patrol strength a bit stronger. So I'm going to move him back to Brightgate, and I'll set them to research. We're still blood hunting in Mexico. The population doesn't seem to be changing, so that's good. We can probably. I'll hold off on blood hunting in this province. I want the Water Mage to move there. I want Badawi and Kalangar to start moving towards gunning range. Now Badawi can't quite make it, so I'm going to move him to Nace. Where else are we blood hunting in Syria? We can start blood hunting in Syria for sure. Nom, I don't want to start blood hunting. That should be fine. And okay. An unexpected event has occurred in New Mecria. Foreign priests have infiltrated the local church and corrupted central tenets of the faith. Dominion has changed. New Mecria has now changed to Dominion 3, or negative Dominion 3. So I'm going to need a priest to move over there and build temples. So I'm going to spend some gold just right now and summon a High Priestess. The High Priestess, obviously having an Inquisitor, should get rid of this negative Dominion quite quickly. And having a temple on this throne is not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. The construction of 2 of our palisades is complete in the Mines of Fortune and in Deepwater Gore. Now, because we're in a cave, we can't actually build roads, but I will want the wooden towers just to improve our defense value. And I'm going to build a lab in Deepwater Gore, so a lot of our gold is going to go into construction this turn. But I can start training wizards down here in the Mines of Fortune. Caveman Champion. I don't see what I'll be able to use the Caveman Champions for. Maybe the same thing that I use the Barbarian Chieftains for. It might be the idea that these are actually better for the Barbarian Chieftains set of gear, although their magic resistance is very low, so I'm not too convinced by that. Whereas the Barbarian Chieftain at least has standard human magic resistance. Oh, he has 9 magic resistance. Ah, slightly lower than average magic resistance. Okay, I must have missed that. Well, not to worry about that. I will be training some mages down here. In fact, I'm going to be training a lot of mages in the underground just to do research where possible. And so yes, other than that, just some brigands and a bunch of mages that I need to move around. I think I'm going to move this scout over to this temple here, just to have an eye on that temple. Now my force in the chambers underneath is going to either be patrolling or preaching. And I think I'm going to make the temple a bit safer and put it in the Caves of Mirror. It should still spread Dominion quite quickly, but it will keep it safer as it's not going to be on the front line. And I may not end up building a palisade in the chambers underneath. I may want to save that palisade and build it on the surface somewhere. But I think any wizards that I train in the underground should be fairly safe, just to do research and never worry about any enemies. So let's go over my wizards that have things I need to do. You're moving to Ophalef. I think you were casting Bowl of Blood, and you don't need to do that anymore. No. You can go back to doing some research. In fact, can I give you... I have no research boosting items. Belmar's not good for... I see. Excellent. Now, I want to start forging these flaming helmets. So I may get my wizard here to just forge flaming helmets for as long as possible. We have the gem income to forge a flaming helmet per month. So I think I will use that. I will use it for that for the time being. Once I have a flaming helmet, I will give it to this wizard here, and he will start summoning terracotta soldiers. I also want more flaming helmets on these wizards in golem range, so they can bind more devils. So I have my first water mage here, and he can pick up a dwarven hammer. And oh, he doesn't have boots of youth. I want him to have boots of youth. Need to make sure all of my level 6 wizards, my Paramount Sun Pontifexes, have these boots of youth to stop their aging. Hopefully allow them to last a bit longer in my kingdom. Now I want him here to forge these water bracelets. They only require level 1 water magic to create, and they give you level 1 water magic. So all of my random level 1 water mages are now level 2 water mages. And all of them will be like that. Solve is going to move towards golem range. Don't think he needs any of these items. Not really. There is something I want to do with Solve quite shortly. I might do that next turn once he reaches golem range. This commander here was picking up the garrison units. And I like to have 10 units set to guard commander on my patrol. You may have noticed that. The reason for that is if there's an assassination attempt on the patrol commander, then like these units, the units set to guard commander still contribute to the patrol value, and they can also stop assassins from killing my patrollers. I will remember to do that for all of my patrolling forces. Yes. I actually had this entire squad set to guard the commander, which I don't really want them to do. Some Rather pointless reordering there actually, but never mind. We'll do it anyway. You need to be set to patrol. Do I have a commander in Duvan ready to patrol? I do. Perseus here is patrolling already, which is good. Have you set to hold behind the troops. And this command here is set to hold behind the troops. Right, you were forging dwarven hammers. You're going to need to forge some more. Except we don't have enough earth gems, so I'm going to have to alchemize one of my astral pearls into an earth gem. Now, thankfully, this throne I am gaining enough astral pearls. If you think of astral pearls as being universal, since you can alchemize 2 of them into any other gem, I effectively have 3 wild gems, if you would, per month, since I don't have access to astral magic. I am saving them though, in case I find a magic site that allows me to train astral mages. Then I will need the pearls. But I'm not against using them in the short term to allow me to forge more items. I think I actually need 13 earth gems to forge the dwarven hammer. Yes, I need 13 earth gems. So we are unfortunately out of earth gems, but we will get more over time as we find more magic sites for earth. Now Iolatos is moving his force to golem range. He can fit oh, he can't fit any more goblins. Iolatos may have to yes, Iolatos may have to get a Scepter of Command at some point. Now I believe, yes, all my other mages are just here. Let's, I need to start moving my future assassin, yes, the future assassin. Now he gets the chest wound affliction because of this black heart. We've cut open his chest and put a new heart in there, so that has reduced his strength and that has increased his encumbrance. But as an assassin, I'm not too worried about those 2 things. And now I have to think: do I want to give him the Astral Serpent or the Medallion of Vengeance? Now he is going to go fight a Titan, so I don't know if his odds are very good. So I am going to give him the Medallion of Vengeance. We're going to start moving him. I don't think I craft anything else for him this turn. I may give him the Berserker Pelt just to get it out of my and the Thorn Staff is a strong poison, so I might not actually have to forge him any more items. I don't think this will work, but it might do. And I did originally summon this thinking it was going to be a scout, but I realised that's actually the Shadow Imps you need to do that with. So he can go all the way down to Deepwood Gore, so I'm going to have him sneak to Deepwood Gore here. And then he's going to move through Deepwood Gore over to Fanlegia and try and kill Zeus, the Titan of Heaven, who is protecting that throne. We will create him some more items, maybe. He can fit a head slot and some boots. Now, some boots. We may be able to do something with that. Water Mage. You can go over there. I do need to look through my castles. Yes, the movement's starting to get a little confusing. So I will need to just go through my castles and make sure all of the Pontifexes that I've trained are going to the right places. And I am training some more. I'm training a High Priest there. Belmar is not currently recruiting anyone. I'm not recruiting anyone in Syria. Lilithor is recruiting a Paramount Pontifex. Duvan is recruiting a Paramount Pontifex. Mexico is not recruiting anything. Saltnoham is not recruiting anything. I might recruit another Paramount Pontifex here. Although I do want my Sacreds. Let's keep training the Sacreds. I need to replenish my Sacred numbers after the recent war. I do need a Wizard to go pick these up. No demons. No undead or demon leadership. I think I'm going to recruit a Now these can lead demons, but only 5 of them. Although I will need more savage slaves on the front line. I don't have any really lying around spare though. I am going to have my level 1 fire clockwork smith make lightless lanterns. Even if he doesn't have a hammer, he still gets a +1 forge bonus. Although with the hammer, he'll have a +3 forge bonus, so he saves 3 gems every time he makes an item, which is pretty good. We'll have... I want you, Pandu. What do I want you to do? Now these demon whips might... They give undead command. Does that count? I do need to see if that gives demon command as well. But it might be... That might be how I give my commanders demon command. I could equip them with the Scepter of Authority in one hand and the Demon Whip in the other one. So, I tell you what, I'm going to forge one Demon Whip just to have a look at it. See if that's how it does indeed work, just to make sure. And I think we're also going to forge... I think I am just going to forge more lightless lanterns. I want to start mass producing them with my spare fire gems to give to out to my my inferior pontifexes, just to increase their research value. You brought some reinforcements. In fact, we could order our spear line here. I'm going to start consolidating my commanders so they have similar units. I have 85 sacred units led by my by Narek here. That's quite good. That is quite good. Myrsinos here could lead 155 archers. So we were going to put all of our archers on Myrsinos. Frees up a lot of space on my other commanders to carry other units. I think Ergen can take some of the sacreds. And I think what I'm going to do is... Quite a fair number of archers here. 155 goblin archers. We have another 10 waiting around. I'm gonna put these... who can take these? I suppose Asker Blackboss can keep them for now. Some of these commanders have very strange names. Let's see. Oakstrong. I don't think I want Oakstrong to do anything, do I? I think I'm going to give him back the Burning Pearl and the Ring of Ensnaring Flames. Or maybe not the Burning Pearl. No, let's not take the Burning Pearl. Let's take the Astral Serpent. Now, he already has very high poison resistance, but the Death Poison, it'll help kill units that surround him. And he is already relying heavily on poison damage, so this could help kill perhaps larger creatures. He has to fight, and the Giants do actually have a lot of hit points, so this might kill a Giant per round, simply on all of the poison damage that it deals. And I am thinking of invading Emilzar fairly soon. Fairly soon. Right. Now he is quite a large creature, so I could give him trampling boots, except trample's not very effective when he has no movement. So what other boots could I craft for him? Good question. I can craft some nature boots, but I don't think any of them are particularly useful for him. What I am going to do, though, something that I forgot to do, is I need to create more thistle maces. Now, I'm not worried if I spend my nature gems creating thistle maces, since I'm just going to use the nature gems right now to mostly haruspecs. Mostly to haruspecs. We are going to forge 2 more thistle maces, just so the rest of my Lion Tribe Witch Doctors have thistle maces available. Now I want to start haruspexing around different areas, so I would like to move this this particular Lion Tribe Witch Doctor towards the underground, so he can start searching there for nature sites. And there is an underground forest here. This is a forest in a cave, so it's mushroom forest. So he may find nature sites there by casting Haruspex. So I will do that as soon as possible. I think that might be all my commanders. My research is done for this turn. What more units would I like? Golem range. What is your army currently consisting of? Quite a sizable force, really. Now I do want to look at all these heavy cavalry. Yes. 59 heavy cavalry. It's not bad. We're bringing more as well. I think we're bringing another 40. Yes, we almost have 100 heavy cavalry. We've really been building up quite an invasion force. I think once we've gathered everyone, we might be ready to actually start invading. And I have a few ways where I might be able to increase the power of my army even further. It will only cost me blood slaves, so we may do that. I think what we want is more archers to make use of the flaming arrows that we're going to be able to, well, more or less have active in every battle that we enter. At least I want all of those men to be ready. I won't script the army right now, not really. I'm just going to put them somewhat in a useful position. I want my commanders to be waiting inside the castle. I'm going to group them up, so I've got all these commanders grouped up now. We have quite the horde. Right, let's end the turn. Yes, I think I can do the next turn. Might as well finish full. We are in a more peaceful stage of the game now that we've finished our expansion through our early region. So we've finished alteration research, and we don't need that much research to finish conjuration 3. So I'm going to put all the other research that we have spare into blood magic, and we're going to start beelining our blood magic all the way up to blood magic 7. And the reason for this is we can summon, or we will be able to summon, 2 rather powerful creatures, the Archdevil and Father Ill-Earth. I think I can get wizards powerful enough to cast both of these spells, so we will be able to use those and summon ourselves some very powerful commanders. And we can use those powerful commanders to cast more powerful spells and summon even stronger creatures which can cast more powerful spells. So yes, it will be good. Still binding devils. We cast Gnome Lore and we found another magic site. Gnome Lore is finding us all the sites. A troglodyte den in our black here. It produces 1 earth gem, which is great, and also allows us to recruit troglodytes, which are size 4 trampling units. They're kind of like chariots, and they're also animals. Animals, you say? Animals, you say? Forge magic item, the Whip of Command, I say. Not the Whip of Command, the Rat Tail. Does this give you higher? Is there another item that gives Beastmaster that I'm missing? What's this? Berries of Gaia. 20 nature gems. This branch bearing a handful of berries is enchanted with powerful magic. By eating one before a battle, the bearer is able to open their mind to other creatures, and can use Communion slaves as if they had casted the Communion or Sabbath Master spell. The bearer can also scatter a few berries to summon a pair of nymphs to share the burden of casting spells. So for 20 nature gems, you can turn any wizard, well, automatically communing them with 2 nymphs should increase their magic power by 1, and give them 2 creatures to share the burden of casting spells. So just by having them, a wizard is made infinitely more powerful on their own. And my wizards can fly, so if I get enough nature magic, say if I summon an Ivy Lord who has nature magic 3, and then I boost him up so that he can... I'll come back to this. Yes, if I can then boost them up to Nature Magic 4 with the Thistle Mace, I can then create those Gaia's Berries, and that might boost the power of my Sabbaths. We'll have to see. We will have to see. Now I want you to patrol. This is worrying. Modi has decided to enter the ocean, and they even captured a Throne of Ascension. It looks like their foul spawn are amphibious, and they also have some Hydromancers. So, I'm going to have to boost my coast's defences. Thankfully, our black actually has very solid defences, and I'm already defending Brightgate because it is a place where I am blood hunting. So, and my capital is also here, so yes, attacking Sotnaham would be a very risky manoeuvre. I'm just going to move some scouts around. Right, let's carry on reading the messages. More blood slaves in Syria, no unrest, very good. More blood slaves in Mexico, no unrest, very good. Brightgate we can't blood hunt. Duvan we can start blood hunting again, which is good. There's a Pontifex here with water magic, he can move to Epernia. Ooh. Yes, I have a lot of, turns out I have a lot more of these water mages than I thought I was going to get. I believe the one in, I'm sorry about that. Let's carry on with the messages. An unexpected event has occurred in Miledeep. A festival was held in your honour. Everyone was celebrating, and faith has increased in the province. 3 Dominion in Miledeep. Very good. Cement my Dominion in the underground. It's very good. So let's carry on. Yes, we found an Emulsarian scout in the underground. So they are sending scouts down here too, but we found them with my patrolling army. Killed some more brigands. Lost one of my scouts to Modi. Other than that, no battles. Fairly quiet turns still. So we'll just carry on going through them at some pace. I'm going to equip these Pontifexes here with lightless lanterns, because their lives do not mean as much as that research. So we shall do that. I will need to start spending more gold on I suppose a supply storage never hurts, and the same goes for you here. All the wooden towers. I do like to get the wooden towers, they do make a big difference in battle. I'm not sure if these provinces will ever get attacked, but you never know. You never know. I think this demon's just going to continue. I want to see how well he performs. I'm not entirely convinced he'll do very well, but you never know. He might get a cheeky kill in with the poison and the medallion, and that would make capturing Fanligio much easier if there wasn't a Air 7 Earth 4 Titan guarding it with a bunch of air gems. Yes, I can imagine he can cast some very nasty spells. I'm sort of haphazardly remembering to do things. I was building a temple here to start spreading my dominion more safely. I believe I also got a priestess Nom to move to Numecria and sort out this Lunawatian dominion that's spreading a bit too quickly. Yes. Right. I also need to get a wizard to pick up all these devils. And it turns out, I think, I can equip say this commander here. I can equip him with this demon whip, and he can now command 20 demons. So he will be moving over to the Forest of Gila to collect those devils. There will be 20 there by the time he gets there. So yes, he will get a full complement of devils for his force. We will not be using them for patrolling, I don't think, but he can then ferry them over to the front line with a contingent of heavy cavalry. So I will need a new force eventually to patrol here, so I'm going to recruit another commander immediately. I'm going to remember to set another scout on recruitment, recruit 10 more sacreds, and I don't have enough gold to recruit higher level wizards, and I don't think there's any more building I want to do, so we're going to spend that gold on mages, lower level mages, just over my kingdom in various places. I'm actually going to start recruiting them in People Gore here. I believe I would also like to start repeat recruiting them in Belmar. So these 3 provinces are going to keep recruiting these level 1 mages, and we're going to steadily outfit them with lightless lanterns and the like. So we did manage to make another dwarven hammer, and I don't think we need any more thistle maces, so I want you to cast Haruspex again. And you are moving to the underground. And you here, Bakari, you can take the Thistle Mace, and you can start casting Haruspex as well. Oakstrom here can cast Haruspex without the Thistle Mace, so he's going to do that. Just to help out. Let's keep going. I'm starting to forge more water bracelets, which is good. Did we get another water mage lying around here somewhere? No. Badawi, you need to move to Golem range. You need to move to Golem range right now. And you can now take the newest flame helmet. And Boma, you need some Boots of Youth. I do forget sometimes to put the Boots of Youth on my new Pontifexes. I really do need to remember to do that, because they are the only thing that's stopping them from dying of old age, in most cases. Well, I do need to remember to do that. We are going to have to forge some more. In fact, I'm going to get my mage here in Overleth to take the Dwarven Hammer, and he is going to be set to forge Boots of Youth probably for the rest of the game. Because we are going to need lots and lots and lots of Boots of Youth to keep all of my wizards alive. And they're also useful for the reinvigoration that they provide in combat. So overall, quite good. Quite good indeed. Now I am going to alchemize a few more gems to forge another Dwarven Hammer. If I have to alch gems every turn to forge Dwarven Hammers, I will. We are gaining 9 Earth Gems per turn, and if I also have to alch Earth Gems to cast Gnome Lore, I will do that as well. Because we have a lot of Astral Pearls that I can't really use right now, and finding more gems is obviously going to be beneficial. You don't actually need to cast Gnome Lore on there. Please don't. Cast it on Valadin, please. Yes, you might find something there. I have some scouts. Right. There were no battles, just scouts being killed. One of my scouts has an affliction. Diseased. I wonder why he's diseased sitting in Oak Beach. He's been sitting here for quite a while. It's possible that they have a they've recently outfitted a commander with a Bane Venom charm, and he's now spreading disease. Might be happening. Alright, where else? I can train 3 more low-level mages, and I should... Ah, we got another blood mage. I need to look around for these Pontifexes that I've been training. He unfortunately will not be able to get blood Boots of Youth right now, but he can take a blood pendant. He will be one of my blood ritual mages sitting in Ophaleth. Right, now these 2 mages in Epernia are my water mages. So they are going to... I will need to redo my research at the end of the turn. I'll try and remember to do that. Now we could forge some frost brands, which only cost water gems, and they are fairly strong weapons. So frost brands might be a good idea. There are a number of other... If I equip them with a water bracelet, they can also forge swords of quickness, swords of swiftness, or boots of swiftness, boots of quickness. I think boots of quickness are probably preferable for thugs, but my mages need these boots of youth. I don't think I'm going to turn any of my mages into thugs. They're pygmies. They're a bit too weak. Bottles of living water are good as well. Bottles of living water are quite good. Auto spell cold blast, 19 damage. For only 5 water magic. Interesting. And it gives you cold resistance 10. That's not bad. The Amulet of Ruby and Sapphire. gives 10 fire resistance, 10 cold resistance, and you can breathe underwater. So it's like an advanced water breathing ring. Yeah, that's actually quite good. I mean, if you're going to equip someone with a ring of water breathing, you might as well just spend the fire gems and get the extra resistances. That's actually quite good. We are going to need some of these water lenses. These are quite good as well. These boost water ritual range and provide temporary water gems for using in combat. So I'm going to forge a few of them, since my water mages can be equipped with the water bracelet and the water lens as their two sort of accessory items. So I'll forge a few water lenses. Some of my water mages I won't want to use water lenses. I want them to use other items. So we have our one clockwork smith here who is forging lightless lanterns. I think he can forge me another one. And we want more of those lightless lanterns. In fact, a lot of the wizards here can do that as well. I may need more of these demon whips though to command all the demons that I'm going to be getting. And it's not a bad thing to give my mages, so that my mages can command more demons. So I am going to forge some more demon whips now that I know that they work for sure. We will forge... I'll forge 2 more demon whips, and I'll forge... do need to keep the forging going. We do need some more boots of youth as well. I'll forge 1 boot of youth. And I have another 3 mages still not doing anything. Wow, we have plenty of mages to give orders to. Plenty of things to craft. Another demon whip, I think. Another demon whip. 3 demon whips. And also I would like to forge another lightless lantern. Let's do that too. Now Solve. I have a special plan with Solve, and I'm going to do it straight away. And I'm going to empower him to... I did remember to give him Blood Magic 1, except because he's a fire dragon, I totally forgot about this, his magic is not accessible. Only his fire magic remains the current value. When he changes into a dragon, all of his magic skills are dropped by 1. So he does have level 1 blood magic, but it's only available to him when he is in human form. So I think you can set up commanders like that to change shape. So what I could do is, for example, he could enter the battle as a human. He could cast the spell Sabbath Master, and then he could change into a dragon, and then he would get Sabbath Master. He would still be a Communion Master, so he would still have all of his spells reduced in cost, and then he could move to casting some very powerful fire spells, but it will cost him less fatigue, so he can carry on casting spells afterwards as well. So I think what I would get him to do, if that were the case, is to cast Flaming Arrows, and then perhaps cast... And you can cast Flaming Arrows straight away from being in his shape, but this way it would allow him to cast more spells afterwards, such as Exhaustion or Prison of Fire. I think Prison of Fire might be quite good against giants. Yes. And to cast Flaming Arrows, he needs a temporary fire gem, so I'm going to take one of these fire gem generators and give it a Solve. There you go, Solve. Good stuff. I will empower Solve again though with blood magic, because I am quite happy with empowering my pretender with more magic. I feel that empowering your pretender is actually a good idea. You never want them to die anyway, so if you use them well, they should never have a problem like being killed, and thus giving them more magic paths can only make them stronger. It's not going to make them weaker. Now, we don't have any more fire helmets, do we? No, we don't. We do have this one Thistle Mace that I need to give out later, and we do also have this Bracelet of Water, which I will use later. We need to forge more right now. And yes, I need to remember to do this and change my research points to good. Yes, that should do it. and I have no more commanders that need anything to do. So aside from spending my last amounts of gold on training some more wizards, I think Lilithor is going to turn into a research base as well. Maybe Nom. No, Nom's going to have all of my crafters in it currently. So Syria is a blood hunting location. Belmar is going to continuously recruit wizards. Mines of Fortune, Deeper Gore are both going to continuously recruit wizards. And now I'm going to get Lilithor do that as well. I think I will keep Duvan to produce Paramount Pontifexes when I need them. Mexico may need the capability to recruit Paramount Pontifexes in future, but I still have 2 recruitment slots for wizards, so I think I will recruit another one here and another one in Saltnaham. Actually, I'm going to recruit one in Golem range because I will need Sabbath slaves, and there's currently no level 1 mages here, as you may have noticed. Most of my spare level 1 mages were sent to the Hellpower Bomb, so I actually don't have very many in my main army. My main army consists of mostly, well, these level 3 wizards, but they're still very powerful, and I am getting a lot more Paramount Sun Pontifexes to move around and do the jobs that I need them to do. So yes. Now that he does have a flame helmet, I can get this one to cast Terracotta Army as well. So I'm going to have one of them cast Terracotta Army forever. He's going to just keep casting that forever and ever, and create as many Terracotta soldiers to act as a good front line when my goblins do not suffice, which is, well, it can be quite regularly actually. Goblins don't always suffice, for sure. I mean, you have some gear. Go on, take this fine bit. What's the worst that can happen? Have this warrior ring as well. Go mad, Narek, you're going to take some different gear. You're going to take the warrior ring as well. Yes. In fact, I'm going to make you more fire resistant. I'm going to do that. Have that. And one of my other commanders who's currently not kitted for combat can, yeah, so you have a scepter of authority. You're not going to get anywhere near a melee, whereas you may end up getting near a melee at some point. These are things I need to consider. Narek probably won't, but he is a hero. He is a hero, so we'll give him some more gear. Miasnos. We're in that silver hauberk. I have a goblin commander here. Goblin commander, you can take this ring. I have a ring of the warrior. There's a high attack skill goblin there. Should be worried. I might as well just, give them out to commanders whilst I'm not using them for anything in particular. Might as well. Now, I'm hoping I actually get to use this barbarian chieftain soon. He's been sitting here training in the capital, but he hasn't reached experience 2 yet. However, he will gain experience as he kills combatants in the arena, if he kills any. I think he will be able to. He does have 30 protection. His magic resistance is very low, but he has quickness and he's berserk. So he should just run in and immediately cleave them to death. Having low magic resistance shouldn't affect his ability to do so. So I hope there's an arena soon so I can test him out. If not, he may just have to act as one of my vanguard units in the upcoming war. We shall see. And that will be the end of the turn and the end of this video. Yes, preparations are well underway, and we begin to properly use our more advanced magic. You'll be able to see the results of the Terracotta Army, as well as some more site searching and further magical preparation as we juggle our dwindling gem resources in some respects and start to use up our more abundant resources like water gems. I will need to start thinking about an amphibious army to attack Modi from the sea, so we may have to increase conjuration a little further to give us access to more powerful aquatic summons. But I could just use water elementals. I can just do that. But the only people I will really have capable of invading the sea will be my water mages, which is interesting. But we'll see. We shall see. It's been me, Chaff Commander Coffee, Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.